you something I'm about to go do in the garden. I've got some squash that seem to have gotten some mold on the leaves. And so after doing a little bit of research, I have found that this is what I'm going to be using is neem oil. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Neem oil, and I've mixed just like a capful in a bottle, a spray bottle of water. And I'm going to prune all the bad leaves, dead leaves, that kind of stuff. I'm sort of going to prune back the squash plants. I learned this from Deep South Homestead. The guy has got some amazing looking squash. But one of the things that he said that really stuck with me is we're not in the leaf growing business, we're in the squash growing business. And so what I found was I've already trimmed my squash back once, and when I did that, a lot of new leaves actually came out, and it looked much better than it did before. So I'm going to trim them back again, some of the old leaves. I'm going to trim the old leaves back, and anything that has that mold on the leaves, I'm spraying this neem oil on it, and we're going to see how that works. Hopefully that kills the bacteria, the mold that's growing on it, and we continue to get good squash. If you're wondering, neem oil is an oil, a vegetable oil that is, and this one in particular is cold pressed, and it comes from the neem tree, which is like an evergreen tree that has been introduced into tropical areas. I believe it's from India, but it's been used a lot in tropical areas. This particular bottle of neem oil is all natural, 100% natural. There's no additives in it. And it's also good for skin, hair, and you can mix it with lotions and creams and shampoos. Also, it can be used for pets, mixed with shampoos for pets. So there's a lot of other uses just besides with the plants that you can use the neem oil for.
So this afternoon we are heading to the store. We're kind of in our rainy season now, and got to get some chlorine for the pool.
Doesn't take much, a good rain or two, and
it starts getting a green tint to it.
So we have to keep some chlorine to it.
And I decided to go ahead and mow because now the grass is growing like crazy. So we mowed the back half, the 2.5 acres in the back, which took me about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And I got to tell you, we got to give a shout out to the mower that I have. We purchased a Hustler Raptor 60-inch zero turn, and I know there's a lot of brands out there. I did a lot of research on trying to find the most durable and the best zero turn I could find, and I know that Hustler was one of the first ones that ever created the zero turn back in the I think 60s or 70s, and that thing has been amazing. It is just amazing. It cuts great. It cuts fast. We also have a John Deere lawn tractor, and it is like night and day. Our lawn tractor has mulching blades on it, and it leaves ridges when you cut, and it just does not even cut. And I think
Even when it was brand new, like we've never had a good, nice cut from the John Deere.
And yeah, we just never have. It's a good tractor, but you have to go slow. You can't mow fast with it. But
So
when
we compared cutting our yard, which we have almost 5 acres, and cutting the yard with the John Deere, we timed it, and it takes us about 7 hours to get the whole 5 acres cut with the John Deere. And with the zero-turn Raptor, what was it, 2.5, 3?
2.5 hours, maybe 3. Normally about 2.5 hours, 3.
A world of difference.
Now, in true disclosure, the John Deere is a 48-inch cut, and the Raptor is a 60-inch cut.
Yeah.
But it's not so much that; it's that we had to mow, almost go back over and mow with the John Deere to get a clean cut. You do not have to do that with a Hustler. I would recommend getting a Hustler to anybody. It's a fantastic mower. Great speed, starts up all the time. Good engine. I think we've got the 725 horse. But it is a really good mower. And I went out and mowed half the property, about 2.5 acres, and it took me, I think it was about an hour and 45 minutes to get it all done. So that's just another day on the farm. And then I've got to get some, stop by the hardware store and get some bird seed. We have some wild bird feeder that we have for hangout for a lot of the small birds, the wild birds. We have a red-winged blackbird. We have some cardinals that fly up. It's wonderful to hear them sing in the morning when you go out there with a cup of coffee and listen to them sing and eat. It's just truly a blessing. So we're gonna feed the little critters. Maybe get some more hummingbird food. We saw the hummingbird come back last night.
And the feeder was empty.
And the feeder was empty. So that's basically what we're doing today. We're heading out.
Little girl back here finished her school today. We've been homeschooling her ever since she was in, she's never gone to a public school or anything, so we've homeschooled her, and so she finished today, and we're excited about that. Have some summertime, ready to do a lot more outside activities now.
Yeah, and this, this whole COVID-19 thing and social distancing, and I know there's a tremendous amount of people that are out of work, and a tremendous amount of people that their lives have been changed and disrupted, and my prayers go out to them. I've been truly blessed with the organization that I work for, and I've been able to work from home. But I don't think we're ever going to get to the point where we're fully be self-sufficient on the homestead. But this is a perfect example of how, when things are starting to go south and they're going dry, you have the ability to have food, you have the ability to have vegetables, you have the ability to create, a sustaining lifestyle to a point. So all those that are, wondering about doing the homestead, I say take the jump. As much as you can
But
take.
you don't, and you don't have to go all in all at one time. Just take a step here and a step there. That's kind of how we got started. This whole COVID thing sort of made us kind of think about things, and we'd already taken some steps prior to this. When we built the house that we're in now, we had a Kohler generator, in-home generator put in. So if we were without electricity, we can still, if the electricity goes out, we can still have electricity, and and that sort of thing. And what else did we?
That was the main thing. We're actually looking at, we have a well, and it runs off of the Kohler generator. Power goes out, but we also thought about, you know, those generators have to have some way of supplying energy, which would be liquid gas, propane.
Yeah.
And we've actually looked into getting a manual pump for our well. That's
I
one
guess
of the,
I guess you have. It boils down to the basics. It's like you gotta have food, water, shelter. So, you know.
I think the next big thing on the that Homestead Family's agenda is one thing. When we moved in, we, you know, opted for the generator. We opted for certain things, and I didn't get a workshop. And that's one thing we really wanted, is to have that space to where I could put the side-by-side in, put the mowers in the future get a small tractor. So that's something that we're going to be working towards. So stay tuned. Keep watching us. We don't know it all. We're learning it as we go. It's fun. We're taking baby steps. Like Sandra said, we've got 2 raised beds. We have plans to have up to 12. We have 24 chickens, and who knows, we may have a whole bunch more. We've even looked into doing rabbits. We're just going to see where this takes us. It's going to be fun. So you guys join us. Stick around. God bless. Be safe.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, so that every time we have a new video put up, that you get a notification that we've uploaded a new video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.